Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Tyler Merkovich with Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you Week 11's Monday night matchup. It's an AFC South showdown between the Tennessee Titans, winners of 3 straight, and the surprise Houston Texans, who have put it together this year with a defense and a passing game led by Matt Schaub and Andre Johnson. But Tennessee, on the other hand, has Chris Johnson, who has put himself in that upper echelon. Last year, a rookie. He's good. He is great showing these last couple games. He's in the category with MJ Dean, Adrian Peterson. Those 3 backs are head and shoulders above the rest of the crop of running backs in the NFL. And Vince Young, has been the difference for the Titans. That offensive line loves playing behind him. He can make plays with his feet, and he's having a pretty good success in the passing game, which people doubted. What are your keys to victory for Tennessee here? How can Jeff Fisher rally the troops for 4 straight victories?
To win their 4 straight, they have to do what they've done the last 3 games, just play good defense. They've been playing really good defense. That has been the key.
And their secondary is healthy now. They're not playing undrafted free agent rookies in the backfield.
That is the quiet stat that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That defense has to continue to play well. That's what they've been doing. That's what they're going to continue to do this week. Second, Vince Young, more plays in the passing game. So that's going to help out that balance, because what Houston wants to do is load up and stop the run and force Vince Young to beat these guys with his arm. So that he's going to have to show these guys he can make plays with his passing game, with his arm. That's going to be key to victory number 2. Third, they're going to have to, on the flip side, they're going to have to roll coverage to Andre Johnson, because that is the big weapon. That is a tough weapon to stop for Tennessee. So they're going to have to roll coverage and make Walter beat these guys.
Yeah, because Finnegan and those other guys aren't as big and physical as Andre, and you can just wrestle the ball away from those guys.
Exactly. You also look at Jacoby Jones. I'm sorry. He can also play ball too. So they're going to have to let those 2 guys work the field. Don't allow Andre Johnson to get off. Houston has 2 weeks to prepare, so Tennessee has to come ready to play right out the gate.
Speaking of Jacoby Jones, he really needs to step up, because I mentioned this in almost every video since this happened. Owen Daniels is out for the year. Too bad. He's one of the most underrated players in the NFL at tight end. So Jacoby Jones really needs to give Schaub a target, and they need to score in the kicking game, because their offense is not going to be as good without that possession guy, Owen Daniels, taking away pressure from Andre Johnson. So what are your keys to victory from the Texans, who win favorites, when the expectations are up, tend to blow it under Kubiak?
Well, defensively for the Texans, what they have to do is when they come up the field, don't rush past the quarterback. Stay in front of Vince Young, because if you rush past Vince Young, lanes open up. Now he can beat you with his legs. He really can make moves in the pocket to get out there, and that's going to make you have to play deep. That's when you have a mobile quarterback. Now you're playing 11 on 11. So defensively, the line has to not rush past, but stay at a point to rush even with Vince Young. Second, you also look at the Titans' defense. If I'm the Texans, I'm going to utilize my 2 fast running backs in the passing game. Moats can catch the ball out of the backfield. Slayton can catch the ball out of the backfield. So utilize those 2 weapons. That's going to help these guys out a lot. And they're going to have to really shut down the run. Okoye is going to have to get pressure up the middle and force Chris Johnson to the flanks and cushion. A lot of assisted tackles. He's going to have to make a lot of solo tackles this week. D'Amico Ryans versus Chris Johnson in the matchup. Those linebackers versus Chris Johnson is going to be key. They have to load up to stop the run and can't allow Chris Johnson to bounce it outside, because he is faster than your future. I like Houston to lose this game, because I think Tennessee has the mojo. Vince Young coming back home. So Houston, you know what happened last time he played the Texans in Houston, the walk-off touchdown. I like Tennessee in this game.
Big Monday night game, an inconsistent Houston team. Too bad. They're coming off a bye week. The Titans knocked the rust off them, and I think the Titans are going to get this victory. For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.